Okay, welcome back, guys. Shadecrest Unleashed, episode 4. Let's get this thing started. The first thing that we're going to look at doing is enchanting. Well, not necessarily enchanting, using the Force Infuser to get us a fortune pick. So let's check that out. First thing you got to do, let's get the right thing. There we go. You got to make some cookies. Easy recipe. Then you're going to make a couple fortune cookies. You make one of those, and the thing says, "Eat me." Kind of rude. Whatever. Let's eat it. So you eat the fortune cookies. You don't have to be hungry. And it gives you a fortune. You can read them. Thank you. It was really dark in there. One I got earlier that I think you guys might find pretty funny is you can do anything at zombo.com. Check that site out. It's so stupid, but it's so funny. Anyway, you can take these fortunes, put them in your Force Infuser, like that. Hit the go button. And here in just a moment, I'm thinking we're going to have a Fortune 3 pick. Now, I'm not sure if you can get, like, with a Tier 3, you'll get the 4th slot. Can you get Fortune 4? If so, that would be amazing. I did get some, harvested some more essence berries. Those things are awesome. We need to find more of those. And there we go. A Fortune 3 pick. One of the other things I found in a dungeon, and I should have been recording all day today, because I didn't end up finding 2 zombie dungeons and a jungle temple, and we can show those at some point. I'm not sure when though, but I did find this thing. It says, inactive, you must perform activation ritual. Sneak right click on an enchanting table for more details. So just in case, I'm going to make a new enchanting table. And we're going to take that outside, away from the house, in case it blows up. Oh, look up here on the, by the portal. I added some redstone and a redstone clock to give us a little bit of, I don't know. It doesn't look like I thought it would, but I was hoping it would pulse faster. Or a little more random, but it doesn't necessarily do that. So let's go down here. Set this down and sneak right click with this. See what happens. Altar does not have a redstone circle. Altar can see the moon. Sufficient. Must not be lit by outside sources. Too late. Sacrifices must be made at midnight. I wonder what a sacrifice is. Let's knock that off. Knock that one. So it's not really lit by outside forces now. Sacrifices must be made at midnight. Let's go get some redstone. See what that does. I'm just kind of curious what this is. I've seen them before, but I don't really know what it does. I haven't looked up the mod or anything. I did try to organize our chest just a little bit. It was getting terrible. I mean, it was absolutely terrible. I had stuff everywhere. Do we make just a little circle around it, or make... I don't know. Let's give it one space, like a regular enchanting table. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Okay, now we sneak right click. Well, maybe it has to be right up against it. You really must sacrifice at midnight? Come on. Where'd you go? Oh, it's past midnight. Oh. Too late. Okay. Let's see what it says. Okay, we got the redstone circle. I guess we'll have to wait till night and figure out. Till the next night where the moon is at midnight. That's kind of crazy. That was kind of nuts. Well, anyway, let's move on to the other portion of this episode, which we're going to get into the multi-block farms, or the multi-block farms. You're going to need, I'm going to do a 3x3x4 tall. You can also do like a 3x4x4 and a couple other sizes. I'm not real sure on the sizes, but for this one, I'm going to grab some of these farm block bricks. We're going to need a farm valve, and to craft a 10 gear, you're going to need, where do I have it? There it is. Just 10, 410 around a piece of iron. It's not that bad. You're going to need a farm valve, a gearbox, a hatch, and a control. Now the valve is where you would input the water. The gearbox is where you would input and export items from. Oh, I'm sorry, where you supply power. And the hatch does the import and export, and the control I think is just for, I guess, just operation. I'm not real sure how you would say that. So let's get those. There's a gearbox, a valve, control, and a hatch. I'm going to take some pipes, a chest, a couple redstone engines, and I think that would be good for now. Oh, good, it's daytime. So I've already dug a hole outside here where this would go in. Excuse me. And at the bottom of this hole, I have some water ran from the aqueous accumulator that we put in over here, because this thing does take water. We're going to take these bricks, and I better get some dirt or something so we can get back out of here. Alright, even though I got an iron chest full of dirt inside, let's just go ahead and get some more. Jump down in here. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to set that valve right on top of this. Now that will get water into our system. We're going to need some room off to the sides of this. So let's dig out a little hole here. A little bit of sling back there. We don't need anything too big. We'll just do that on this side and the other side. Yeah, that should be fine. Get some copper. We're going to try our best to get this automated up so that when it's cutting down those force logs, we can send it directly to the squeezer, and then send that directly to the engines inside there. Okay, so from here we're going to need, I think I'm going to put, let's put the hatch right here. The control can go anywhere. Put it in at the top. The gearbox right here. And for some reason, when I used regular bricks to make these here, but it turned them into stone bricks instead. So I hope it actually works, but we'll see here. If not, I'm not sure what to do about that. So there's layer 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you see that I have these other bricks out here. Oops. It needs, whenever this thing starts up, it needs a base layer to put these on. It can't just start putting it on dirt. I just like to use whatever material I used for this, that way it looked all the same. So I'm going to take this center one out and input our farm control. I don't think it has to go here. That's just where I do put it. Right click on it, it's filling up with water. Right now it's a managed arboretum, which is basically what we want. All we want it to do is grow and chop down the forest trees. So we're going to get some dirt, fill up this side with dirt, fill up this side with saplings, and then we're going to put some fertilizer right here. So let's go get that right now. I believe that was 8 stacks of dirt and saplings, which I don't have that many saplings, so we'll just put what we got in there, and it should take off on its own once we do supply it some power. Right here, saplings there, and right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that for now. 8. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yes, we do have an engineer just for this project. Now I'm going to use these redstone just for moving material around, not necessarily for powering anything. They're just too slow, really. We'll grab a stack of force gems. Inventory is in my butt. Alright. Let's head on back outside. That thing still confused me. Don't let me forget about that when it gets to midnight. I'm sure I'll forget. Okay, so we're going to put the saplings on the right. Shift click the dirt. No, it won't do it. Okay. Have to place it in manually. So boring. And then we'll go back for the fertilizer. I did make an inner chest and an inner pouch. That would have been handy to start off with, wouldn't it? Put everything in it, just be able to open the pouch and pick from it. Yeah, that would have been great. Where you at? Here you are. That's how we're going to make fertilizer. Use apatite. You can just find it in the world. I did find this apatite in the hot springs biome. It seems to be plentiful over there. So we're going to take as much as we can. Have more sand. It really doesn't use fertilizer that fast. A stack will last a really long time, and you really only have room to put a stack in. Unless you're going to try to automate it a little bit. But it's not that big a deal to come out and place a stack in here. So that goes right there. Now all we need is, well, we're good on water. Batten down the hatches. Oh, okay, that tells you about that. It tells you what climate you're in. And the only thing we need to do now, I'm going to dig down, find that gearbox we installed. There we go. I don't remember which one was the gearbox. I think it was this one. Of course you would do that. Come here, you. Ah. We gotta go get a wrench. Of course it would do that. We'll get that force wrench and turn that thing around. Get this thing started and I'll show you how it operates. Oh, back here on the tool board. There we go. We did do some exploring. I think as soon as we get this running, we're gonna go check it out. I found something pretty neat that you guys probably would like to see. I'm not gonna spoil it. No, I won't tell you right now. Let's put a torch over here before we get smashed. No? That must be the valve, or the hatch. That's probably why. Okay. There we go. Put a lever on this here. Put that in there. Now we could run some... Did I bring any? No, I didn't bring any waterproof pipe, but we could run a waterproof pipe over to here and put some water in here for our throttle. This will get us going right now. Okay, so let's turn that on. Start feeding this power, and you notice it's going to start taking this down. Let's go up to the top, and we'll check it out. And there we go. Starting to plant. I believe that's bog earth it makes with the water and the fertilizer. It'll plant this, and as these grow, it'll chop the whole tree down and pick up anything it drops and stores it internally. But so it can just keep running without clogging up. Basically, once these internal inventory slots get full, it just stops what it's doing. So we're going to use this hatch, put this wooden pipe on it here. Nope. Put that there. And yeah, we use this diamond pipe for now, but we don't necessarily need that. Put that in here. Put this redstone engine here, and the lever to get it moving. Now that should take out anything in these two slots and place it in this chest. I made it a gold chest, so I don't have to worry about it overfilling at this point. The reason why I wanted this diamond, I believe, is so that we can take those logs that it's going to cut down and put in here, stop them from going into this chest, and then put them into a squeezer. We can probably sit it right here and then pump that liquid over to the engines that are underneath the house. There's the water. Oop, didn't want to do that. Put that back in there. And should be getting close. Breaking through right about, yeah, there we go. And we'll run that liquid force up to these engines up here, and everything can run pretty much automatically. The only problem that I'm having with the setup that I did right now, and it's still all temporary, I know ways to fix it. I'm just afraid to start any big projects without you guys seeing everything. The only problem is if we put any liquid in here right now, they just keep on going, just keep burning it up. Even though this is full, the energy conduits are full, the machines all up here are full, this will just keep going. So I need to get something set up so that when this is full, it emits a signal and turns off these engines, or when it's half full, it emits a signal and turns them on and turns them back off once it's 3/4 full, say, or something like that. I just don't know. I looked in here. This is just to control the output itself. I'm not sure what we need to do at this point to get that to happen, but other than that, that should get us going. We'll get a nice supply of force logs going here so this starts getting to work. Let's go back up on top. We're also going to do another one of these. I'll probably do it off camera though. Now that should start cutting that down. Maybe. There it goes. Leaves will start breaking on their own. It'll start picking things up and keep it internally, but it already should have already pumped it out and put it in that chest. Ouch! Yet. What the hell? Yeah, there goes the sand. When it cuts a tree down, the dirt that it grew on turns to sand. So you'll have to feed dirt back into this, which would be easy to do once we get the AE system up and running. Just be one cable coming out here, and everything can interact that way, which would be so much nicer. So yeah, I think that takes care of that deal.